Good day. This is a flight we took the end of 2025, myself and Woody, flying to the Meteorite Crater and taking off from grasslands. You can see Ruby's striker standing ready to take off. He's not flying with us, but there you can see Rudy's nice bright red wing laid out, just waiting for him to get up. And then we're gonna do a nice long flight to the crater. There he goes. Yeah, he has to run. His tank is full of fuel. Is it up in the air? And we are going to fly straight north. Some dodgy areas we're going to fly over. Dodgy, what I mean by it's quite built up. And if you have an outlanding there, you're going to come back home without any shoes or with your equipment. I'll show you. But anyhow, going over the Henops River, there it might be behind me, opening up my trims a bit. Not too much. I want to save some fuel. Do not want to fly full open trims. You can see I look at my trims that I even. I'm happy and I'm on my way. Rudy there behind me. There's Atteridgeville Quarry. You can always see the dust blowing. You can see we're flying against the wind. No tailwind. But anyhow, not too bad. You can see the sun is up already. But it's early morning. This is Atteridgeville. No, this is Atteridgeville Quarry is just underside this mountain. That's Erasmia. We're right next to the Atteridgeville Quarry. There you can see. I'm broadcasting because I'm close to Atteridgeville Quarry. It's one of the points we use when we talk on the radio to give our position. So we use this point here always to call on the radio. We are at Atteridgeville Quarry. We are so high, flying in this direction so that the traffic can hear you. That's Atteridgeville. That's the stadium there in front of us on the left hand side corner, the Lucas Morope Stadium. And this stadium was used in 2010 for the German soccer team to practice for the World Cup. And this Lucas Morope Stadium was named after Lucas Morope. It was originally called the Super Stadium in Atteridgeville, here close to Pretoria, and renamed in 2010 to honor the South African football legend Lucas Morope. He was called the god of football for his flair he had playing soccer. He played in the Pretoria Galleries and also Orlando Pirates. And yeah, it's here in Atteridgeville. And believe it or not, soccer keeps the community together and they enjoy soccer a lot. On our way to the crater, on our right hand side is Roslyn. It's an industrial area. There you can see the smoke and everything over that side. That is Roslyn. And yeah, you get a lot of air traffic coming from Wonderboom Airport to Hartbeespoort Dam over this area. But now we are close to ODR Stadium on our way to the crater. This ODR Stadium was Orlando Stadium. This is in Soweto, a historical significant venue. It was opened in 1959 and central to the black South African sports and politics, and known for hosting soccer for the Orlando Pirates, and then also concerts and all that stuff has been presented here. And later on, this stadium was declared unfit. But yeah, when we flew over here, Rudy looked at this place and he said, I have never seen this place before. And yeah, the following week, one of those white towers over there, we got up there and yeah, did a base jump. Yeah. Well, base jumping is not part of my sports activities. But yes, halfway to our destination. This is Soweto. There's Rudy flying there, low level. I prefer not to fly too low because if you have a motor out here, you're going to have a big problem. But anyhow, continue flying and enjoying the flight. You can see the wind is nice and smooth. My hands are not on the brakes. And there in the distance you can see the crater. And this Meteorite Crater is, I want to just remember correctly, it's 220,000 years ago. That's it, yeah, 220,000 years ago. And it was formed by a crater that impacted this, the Earth here, half of a soccer field or rugby field size. And the crater diameter is about 1.4 kilometers and it's about 200 meters deep. And this crater was formerly known as the Pretoria Saltpan, or like the old Boer or the South African Afrikaners called it the Zoutpan. And it's about 40 kilometers north to the northwest of Pretoria, and it's one of the best preserved meteorite impact craters anywhere in the world. Now yeah, this place is situated in a 1,946 hectare conservation area in Gauteng. Gauteng is a province of South Africa, but very interesting. You can see the wind is not blowing in one direction in this crater. It's swirling. So at the moment I am flying against the wind in the crater. If you look at the water there, you can see the wind is blowing it in a different direction due to the debris on the water. You can see in which direction that swirl is going. So I looked at that on the water to determine in which direction I want to fly. If I want to go down in this crater, I want to go down in the crater as a headwind. And there you can see Rudy behind me. And I am going down slowly because it's a little bit gusty here today. It's my second trip flying here to the crater. Enjoying it a lot. And if I am remembering correctly, this flight was about 2 hours 20 minutes, 2.5 hours flight from Grasslands to the crater and back. And the previous time when we flew here, I flew here with JP, and just as we flew away from the crater, JP had a motor out. His Nirvana's motor packed up, and yeah, he had to fix it, but he had to land and have an outlanding inside this area, and yeah, some people picked him up on a bakkie or pickup and brought him back to grasslands. And he came back without his shoes and without money in his wallet. So yeah, but anyhow, enjoying the flight here at the crater. Nice low level, and I want to fly as low as possible to show you what it looks like here. So this is an area that's protected, and it's managed by the Stony municipality, and you can come and visit this place anytime. It's a distance to hike to come in here, walk here. You can see the footpaths where people come and walk here and watch nature, the animals, the wildlife and everything. And we took shortcut, we flew here. And yeah, my friend Gary, he asked me the other day, where's the crater video? You haven't published the crater video yet. So I said, no, I will. I just need time. So yes, Gary, here's the crater video for you, especially for you. Starting to climb out slowly. We can't fly around here too long. We have still a long way back to grasslands. There you can see the crater behind me. Flying back to grasslands, and yeah, as we flew back, I thought we're gonna have a nice tailwind, and no, the wind changed direction. So I decided to go low level, and here you can see flying low level over this area. It's low cost housing places, and yeah, if you have a motor out, I think you have to land in a street or somewhere, and you're constantly looking for an area where you can land if you have a motor out. And funny enough, I saw a couple of cemeteries, and I do not want to land in there. And yes, enjoying it so much. Yeah, there's a cemetery right. I just passed it, but look at this area. Concrete jungle. Flying to the crater. But anyhow, I've got a lot of trust in my motor behind me. I fly my Polini 202, and it's got well over 100 hours now. There's a nice quarry over there, flying over it as well. And there in the distance is Rosslyn again. We're getting closer to Grasslands flying field. Just for interest's sake, this area here is mostly black people staying here, and there's a lot of people staying here, and they use public transport mostly to get to their work. This area here, which you see now, is the older part of Atteridgeville, and you can see the houses and stuff is a lot bigger, and the roads and infrastructure is well established, not like where we passed just now. And Atteridgeville Quarry is just right in front of us, and you can see my hands are on the brakes. It's a bit bumpy now and then. Now, this is the area where my father had his aircraft crash, where the Air Force plane and my dad's plane collided mid-air, 6,500 feet over this area, and they collided mid-air. It was a mid-air collision in the 1980s, and 13 people got killed that day, my dad included. Air Force people, high-ranking people in the Air Force, and I'll show you now exactly where the two aircraft were lying. One were a Merlin and the other one was a Beechcraft Queen Air. The newspaper said it was a Navo, but they made a mistake. It was not a Navo. Do you see this area where the rocks are? The one aeroplane was lying on the one side of the rocks and the other plane was lying on the other side of the rocks. And both planes burned out. They exploded in the air and burned and came down in flames. But anyhow, flying back to grasslands, there's grasslands. Look how nice green it is after the rains. And I'm going to make a nice turn and coming down little spirals, but not too steep, just nice and comfortable. Just to show you what it looks like, if I pan the camera, keep it on one direction, what it looks like doing turns coming down slowly. There's Rudy there on the left hand side, flying towards the field to check out which direction the wind is blowing in, and it's coming from the east, and I'm gonna come in and land. And it won't be a difficult landing because we have some nice wind. And yes, touchdown. And have a little run, not too far. Turn around, bring the wing down. And there's Rudy coming in. And look at how nice he comes in. Little bit gusty coming in, but nevertheless, please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.